Hey guys, so I'm don't know if you've seen this. So Gary from Nerdrotic, whether you like him or hate him, I mean, just like everyone, he's entitled to his opinion. Um, that's a glorious thing. Incredibly diverse, right? We're all diverse, different skin colors, different religions, and we all have differentiating opinions. And Gary, just like everyone else, is allowed to his opinion, whether you agree with him or you don't. He's allowed to his opinion. He doesn't call for any violence towards anyone or anything like that. He just mostly commentates on, MCU and, Doctor Who. He's a huge Doctor Who fan. You see his when his little setup, and you see like all these figures. He's got 4 or 5 TARDISes behind him. He loves Doctor Who. Um and he's allowed to say what he wants. But some people like this don't think you should be. Now, the loving and tolerant left. Yeah. Well, how do you know? Well, all the telltale signs: pronouns, free Palestine, the whole shtick. We're the loving and tolerant left. Hate has no place here. Racism has no place here. And then you say something they don't like, and they go off on you, calling you if you're black or whatever, they call you every name in the book. But right now they're focusing on Gary because he said things about the MCU, and oh no, we can't have that. So it's not really a long one, but just like eating one thing on Taco Bell, and you get home, you find out it's going to be a lot to unload. It's a big load. Um, anyway, Nerdrotic is a piece of shit, and that's one thing you'll see. Once again, they think they're bringing receipts, but most of the time they're just kind of trying to insult him while throwing out the left-wing talking points. Misogynistic, racist, homophobic. I mean, I think he hits like every single one during this little rant. So, uh, Nerdrotic is a piece of shit. Actually, Nerdrotic is a piece of shit that we've allowed to operate amongst us for far too long. That we've allowed? What an odd thing to say. Before I focus my attention solely on this garbage, let us first focus our attention on the explanation of what he is and his little grifter friends too. Explained by one of them.
Welcome to every video we make. We use one little thing and then we build the narrative out of it. Don't act like that's not what we do.
I don't build a narrative. I
You
give
are
my
an absolute
opinion.
fucking.
You are hard.
We do. You've made the same fucking video on the same topic at least 7 times a week, Ryan. And you're gonna act like we don't do that.
I talk about I talk about
says one fucking thing and we make a whole video out of it. That's what we do.
Okay, so what's the problem here? They're YouTubers. That's what YouTubers do. Charlie does it. He goes online to see what kind of drama is being stirred up, and he picks the topic that's the most, not even the most controversial, but the ones that he knows that will get him the most views. The ones that people are most interested in. When people like them do these about the movies and whatnot, it's about the MCU and Doctor Who and Star Wars, stuff that people are interested in. If they did a video about a movie that no one's ever heard of or an IP that no one cares about, you're not going to get as many clicks. Apparently, this person doesn't understand how social media or YouTube works. The more clicks, the more views, the more money you make. If you're on YouTube and you're in the game of making money, you want the clicks. That's the name of the game. The more clicks you get, the more views, the more money you make. So you're going to go after the topics that are just more, just more of a selling point. Apparently, this person doesn't understand that. It's like I said with Charlie. He'll come out, or any commentary channel, because there are some people who just focus solely on commentary. They'll find a topic, they'll look and see what kind of drama's going on. They'll pick a topic that people are mostly interested in, and then they'll sit there, yeah, so the thing I saw is bad, and you got to be an idiot to agree with it, and commentary and this and that, and there you go. People like, oh my god, he's talking about it, and then suddenly it goes from 1 view to 15 million views in a few minutes, and then he can rake in that sweet, sweet money. So, oh no, they're in the game of making money, and they're picking topics that they know will make them money. Oh no. That's right, folks. They sell you outrage and anger. This is what they do. They make mountains out of molehills to capitalize on an insignificant frustration their target demographic might be feeling, and heighten the issue rather than tame it. You mean talking about things that people are already concerned about because they're talking about IPs, the MCU, Doctor Who, Star Trek, Star Wars, all these things that people are passionate about and people are tired of seeing them ruined. The MCU has not really had a good movie. I mean, I think they said like Deadpool is probably the best movie they've come out with so far. They're having to bring back Robert Downey Jr. as freaking Doctor Doom because their movies are abysmal. They're abysmal. They spend like $900 million to make, but then they only make back like $350 million. It's abysmal. It sounds like a lot of money, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not. It's not a lot of money. They're not even breaking even. So when you keep pushing identity politics and telling the potential viewers and customers that, oh, well, this movie's not for you, or, oh, you don't like this movie, this is because you're a racist, homophobic, misogynistic, right winger, or whatever, and people are getting tired of it. They make videos about it. When you have stars of movies coming out and bashing fans, people get tired of it. So like Brie Larson when with Captain Marvel, she was terrible. She was a a cardboard cutout had more personality. It was insane. It's like, oh, you just hate her because she's a woman. No, we hate her because she can't act for shit. We hate her because she can't act for shit. No, this won't be news to you. I realize that. Nerdrotic has an obsession with the concept that anyone who isn't straight, white, or male might have an appearance or, God forbid, lead a solo project. Again, they don't have a problem with it. No one has a problem with it. What people are tired of is the forced diversity crap. We have quotas to check, we have boxes to check, so we're going to make every character diverse, and then the white male who we have, he's going to be the villain. You see the Terminator reboot, the Captain Marvel, the freaking Oceans, whatever it was with the all women, that new Charlie's Angels, you name it. When you force politics into this crap, people are going to turn away from it. Star Wars, Doctor Who, Lord of the Rings, things that are fantasy, sci-fi, that are meant to be an escape, are being infested with identity politics, and people are tired of it. If the Acolyte, if the character of Osha and was a better actor and she had more fucking personality and she was better written, if the whole show in general was better written, not just an outlet for fucking Leslie Headcase to vent her I don't know, trauma or whatever, working for Harvey Weinstein because she was his personal assistant, maybe it might have had a chance. Maybe it might have had a chance, but no. Instead of writing a good story, they're forcing in all this identity politics bullshit. So it has nothing to do with, oh, no, straight white male. People are just tired of it. But of course he has praise for the MCU, but only when it involves movies where the main protagonist is white, male, and straight. Marvel has only experienced... What? You need to take into account how much it takes to make the movies and how much they're making. If a movie takes $900 million to make, but only box office worldwide culminates in only about 350 million, that is a failure. They didn't even break even. They didn't even make back what they spent on the movie. It is a failure. So yes, these movies have been failures. They have these really extremely high production value costs, and for not only the production but for advertising and all that, but they're not making back what they spent. They are failures. And the main reason is because of the fucking identity politics put into these movies. Bashing men the entire time. Saying, oh, we have the most diverse cast. No one cares. Just give us a good, fun movie to watch. Deadpool came out. Deadpool and Wolverine. People love it. Why? Because it's a fun movie. The Deadpool movies generally do well because they're fun. Deadpool 2, Domino, Black Woman. No one gave a shit. It did extremely well. He's just generally a racist. So much so that, at this point, he should honestly just come out and admit that he's a white supremacist. Never mind he's racially charged comments about Echo. Check out this comment out that he jokes won't make it in. Spoiler, it made it in.
What there wasn't a lot of was men. Not sure what happened to all the dudes in Wakanda. Maybe they went off to get a pack of Salems and never came back. Oh, shit.
God forbid someone makes a joke. Because that's another thing that, if what they say is true, if you have this place taking place in like Wakanda, and you're focusing solely on women, where the entire cast and all you ever see is women, well, that brings up a few questions. Why are you not showing any of these other men? They're black men, so why aren't you showing them? Why are you focused solely on the women? Like, where are the men? Where are the men? Guess what? You can make racist jokes and not be racist. They're called jokes. These are the same people who, if someone tells a joke about a right-winger and Christianity, they're like, oh my god, I'm literally dying of laughter because I'm a stupid fucknut. But you say a little joke like that, oh my god, that was extremely offensive. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You're just a little boy with a camera and a microphone. Take that away, and what are you? And we hit every single one. Racist, homophobic, transphobic, misogynistic. Elon said he was fixing it. Let's dead name test. Ellen Page, Bruce Jenner, Star Wars, Marvel. Or was it Blue Beetle? Because weren't they? People were mad that they're like, kind of like stereotyping, Hispanics, and so I mean they were just kind of calling it out. Wait, Shang-Chi 2 cancellation rumors addressed by MCU star. He's such a problematic person. They're a problematic person. That his whereabouts on January... What? What? Whereabouts on January 6th could be brought up into question, and I bet you wouldn't blink a fucking eye. This Elon Musk nutsack licker, kind of like how you're licking the nutsack of the MCU. But you're not even licking it at this point. You're like full on fucking you know, stroking them off, and you're like, one nut on one side of your mouth, and you're like, blah, 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 blah. You're not even licking those nuts. You're fucking outright choking on them. But sure, guy. You're just like, blah, 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 blah. This Elon Musk nutsack liquor interacts with people currently advocating for a civil war if the election is once again stolen. This guy is stuck in a never-ending circle. Oh, the pot calling the kettle black. A circle jerk literally brought... God. Here's the other thing. These people claim to be, we're college educated. We're college educated. We're so much smarter than you dumb redneck right-wingers. And they are the dumbest motherfucking cunts that you can imagine. They are constantly misusing words, overusing words. You have the word literally. They constantly use it, not knowing the actual term. You know, the actual definition. Literally means something has actually happened. So when people say, oh, I literally died of laughter. It's like, okay, when's the funeral? If you literally died of laughter, that means you literally died of laughter. It means you laughed so hard that your heart gave out and you died because of it. These people are constantly overusing words, fucking watering words down like fucking misogynistic and racist because they have nothing of real substance. And so instead they just like, oh, we're gonna call you names. We're going to call you homophobic and racist, and that, you know, this isn't for you, and you're just extremist. Just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. The never-ending circle jerk literally built on the back of shitting on suppressed voices and oppressed minorities. Shut the fuck up. If it's not a straight white man, he don't want it. In fact, he'll dedicate his time to shitting on it for 2 weeks. Says, I'll leave this thread, and then there's still like 3 more fucking posts afterwards. I'll leave this thread off with this, and it's directly at you, Nerdrotic. Joking about or attempting to further suppress an already suppressed voice is a fucking disgusting way to spend your free time. Says the person who just wrote all of this. You are a grifter. It's all you will ever be. You may have sobered up, and I've seen firsthand how difficult that is, and it must have been to you. But you've relapsed in addiction. You're addicted to hatred and negativity. You're addicted to the engagement it brings that furthers your hatred and negativity. And what's worse, you know you're doing it. Which means you know the harm it causes. What harm? Him talking about the MCU or Doctor Who or basically how everyone is tired of the bullshit that Disney puts out. Who's being harmed by this? You want to talk about making mountains out of molehills, guy? You are making the mountain out of the molehill here. Saying the harm it causes? Shut the fuck up. Oh no, he made a racist joke. People on your side make racist jokes all the fucking time. They call out white people and make fun of Christianity and all this, and you people sit there like, oh, I literally died of laughter. Oh. But we make fun of you. It's like, shut the fuck up. But the fandom as a whole, we're the ones that have to deal with your dumbass fans fucking up our vibe. What vibe? You mean force diversity into everything? That's not a vibe. And just saying our vibe, because I know that's something they say and like young people say. So this person must be extremely young or just fucking stupid. For real, no cap. That's what these kids say, right? Did I use it right? I don't even know. I just see the kids using it. It must be hip and cool. I see it all the time. You are filth. If I saw you in real life, I'd spit at your feet. I genuinely hope you educate yourself because they want the way. Wait. They way. You mean the way? Do you know the way? Because the way I see it currently, you aren't worth the cloud space they use to keep up your videos. And yet, you just wrote an entire thread dedicated to trying to bring this man down. This comment alone encapsulates how garbage you are. Fuck you. After having reservations about Echo, Disney Marvel is moving forward with their big gamble. Hashtag Echo. Okay. Is there a problem with that? I mean, he says big gamble because sometimes when you look at a gambling situation, you think, is it worth it? And then you say, okay, no, it's not worth it. We're going to not do it. And then, meh, we will. Even you can think it's not worth it, but then still go ahead with it. Apparently they thought that it wasn't worth it, but they're still going ahead with it. So what did he say that's so offensive here? Yes, this isn't even the worst of it. I just shared what's actually fucking digestible. EPS. Had to hide much of the checkmark replies because they were stacking on top of the thread itself. So no, they haven't been hidden to not to be seen. They've been hidden so that the thread can be seen. Yeah, right. I'm sure. Unless I hate him. I hate him so much that I'm willing to spend my time speaking about it because it matters. Even though you said he's not worth the time. Unlike spending time photoshopping Brie Larson over 100 times. You're literally scared of Muslim people. Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Miles Morales is Miles Morales. Did mommy not breastfeed you today in the basement? Pronouns in bio. Every time. You've allowed him to operate for too long. You don't allow or disallow anything, you mentally little shit weasel. Yeah, like, what do you mean we've allowed him to operate? Now remember, this is the tolerant, loving and tolerant left. These are the ones who try to make you think that, oh, if this person gets into power, we're all going to be thrown in concentration camps. These were the people advocating for re-education camps because the one, you know, the right side had opinions that the left didn't agree with. These are the same people who say, oh, well, if you don't like it, well, it's not for you. We don't need no homophobic, racist, and just like every fucking buzzword. Not really realizing that their voices are minuscule compared to the actual fandom. But it not really like it really matters in the end because Disney, Marvel, you know, Disney, Marvel, Doctor Who, all of them, they still do regardless. They still do things regardless. They know that, you know, apparently the current season of Doctor Who is just, I mean, it makes people wish Jodie Whittaker was back. That's all I'm going to say. It makes people wish that Jodie Whittaker was back. That's how bad it is. And yet they're still going forward with it. They're still going forward with it, knowing that it's getting these abysmal ratings. All because they see this as an outlet to push their fucking agenda. And people are tired of it. Star Wars. So Acolyte, again, had such potential. It had such potential. But because they'd rather push a fucking agenda, rather than tell a good story with good engaging characters, people don't like it. But you have House of Dragon right now, which is, as of right now, wrapping up season 2, which is also very diverse, and people love it. Deadpool's doing extremely well because they focused on making a fun movie for the fans without pushing a fucking agenda. That's what happens. Focus on movie when you make a movie or anything that's under the, genre of entertainment. You want it to be entertaining. You don't want to go there and be preached to for an hour and a half. But this is something Hollywood isn't getting. So that's what people like Nerdrotic and they come out and say. Like, we're tired of it. We're fucking tired of it. The MCU, Marvel, DC, Doctor Who, Star Wars, Star Trek, Lord of the Rings have been around for so long. And these people are getting their nasty, grubby little fucking hands on them and ruining them by forcing identity politics into it. And people are tired of it. And then when the fucking ratings go down, Hollywood's like, duh, I don't understand. How does this happen? It's just because they're just a bunch of racist, misogynistic homophobes and they hate black women and women in general. No, we hate shit storytelling. How many times do we have to say this? We hate shit storytelling. Simple as that. But these are people who claim to be college educated, and they're so fucking stupid, they can't realize that all they have to do is tell a good story with good characters, and people will like it. Who would have thunk? But no. But, again, people are entitled to their opinions. He's not calling for harm to anyone, unlike these people. We've allowed him to operate. What an odd thing to say. But sure, keep telling everyone that you're the side of love and tolerance. Fuck off, stupid fucking cunts. Just fuck the right off. Anyway. Oh. No, yeah, he doesn't have any idea how YouTube works. Picking topics that they know people will want to watch and stuff like that. Just because a movie makes a lot of money doesn't mean it's a success. Again, $900 million takes like $900 million to make, and it only makes $350 million. That movie's a failure because it didn't even break even. So apparently this person has no fucking idea how the world works. But, not really surprised. Anyway, that's going to do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.